In 1994, they handed us the keys to the most beautiful house on the continent. Trains that ran on time, power that never blinked, roads that held their shape through 30 years of wait. Eskom was once the cheapest electricity supplier in the world. In 2024, South Africa averages 10 hours of load shedding per day. We called it freedom, and it was.
But freedom, it turns out, is not the same as knowing what to do with a house once you've unlocked the door.
Load shedding. What a polite name for a country eating itself in the dark. The hospitals operate by candlelight. The schools close early. The small businessman watches his freezer turn his livelihood to water for the 4th time this week.
Under apartheid, South Africa's infrastructure ranked among the top in the developing world. Transnet, SA, PRASA, SABC, all were functional. All are now either bankrupt, collapsed, or on life support.
They said the old system was evil.
And it was.
But evil built roads that still carry us.
Evil built dams that still give us water. And the democracy that freed us
cannot keep the lights on.
How do you hold both of those truths without going mad?
The rand was stronger than the dollar once. Now children learn arithmetic by counting zeros on the price of bread. In 1982, R1 bought 135. In 2024, R1 buys less than 0.055. Unemployment sits above 32%, the highest of any major economy on earth. The graduates stand at the gate of a country that has no room for their degrees. The engineers leave for Dubai, the doctors leave for London, the teachers leave for wherever. Someone will pay them enough to eat and teach at the same time. The skills are leaving. The money is leaving. The people who could fix it are leaving. And the ones who stay are called heroes, which is another word for people who have nowhere else to go. In 1976, the children of Soweto walked into bullets for the right to be taught in their own tongue. In 2024, the children of the same streets cannot read. 81% of South African grade 4 learners cannot read for meaning in any language. South Africa ranks last in reading and mathematics among 57 countries assessed by Pearls 2021. Not because they are not bright, God, they are bright, but because the system that was supposed to lift them is using them as a ladder for someone else to climb. They scroll, they post, they trend, they know every dance, but not their own history. They know every politician's name, but not that they have the power to remove him. The fire of 1976 has become a screensaver. They still call it the Rainbow Nation on the posters, in the speeches, at the stadiums when we need the world to believe us. But in Deep Sloot the water is brown, in the Limpopo the school is a tree. In the Eastern Cape the child walks 3 hours to learn in a building, held together by prayer and patience. Hope here is not a feeling. Hope here is a survival strategy. You hope the grant comes through. You hope the tap runs today. You hope your child makes it home before dark. Because the streets belong to grief after sunset. South Africa has one of the highest murder rates in the world, 45 per 100,000 people. A woman is killed every 3 hours. The police solve fewer than 15% of murders. And yet, there is something in the soil of this place that refuses to be ordinary. Something in the language, all 11 of them, that carries a dignity no load shedding schedule can touch. Madiba walked out of 27 years without a fist raised. The mothers of this country have buried children and still made school lunches the next morning. That is not weakness pretending to be strength. That is a people who have not yet given up on themselves. But hear this, South Africa. Resilience is not a substitute for justice. Ubuntu is not an excuse for corruption. The rainbow was never meant to be a blindfold. Look at what was taken. Look at what was wasted. Look at what is still possible if you refuse to look away. The rainbow is still there, faded, yes, cracked at the edges, but still there. It is waiting for a generation angry enough to mean it.